his second basket of the night. And Holiday with combo guard signs. But he's steadily improved as a passer as he's developed.
You know, the last couple of seasons, how about his assist bit going up to 8 per game? He's still got to cut down the turnovers, but overall, I like his IQ for the game.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, incredibly, Anthony Davis, one of the league's rangiest big men, and it's rumored that he's still growing. Asked about it, Davis joked, "I hope not. I don't want to be 7 feet. It just sounds weird, but if I grow, I can't help it." He does, however, want to get stronger, though. Now up over 240 pounds, he's putting in work in the weight room. Sounds like trouble for the competition, Kevin.
Should help him hold his own inside, Doris. Thanks. Here's Jennings. After Tyreek Evans has scored, Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. He dishes it to Monroe. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Caron Butler is checked in for Drummond. Jody Meeks comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Bynum in for Brandon Jennings. Evans outside. The 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Evans has got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside. You know, the Pelicans did not have the best overall record last year, but they were a nightmare matchup for a lot of teams in the East and had a really good out-of-conference record.
Now, here is Smith. It's tipped. Here's Monroe. Lays it up and banks it in. Monroe's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Here is Davis. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
As you said, the Pelicans did play very well against the East last year. With the division they were in, any trip out east must have felt like a vacation.
Now here's Bynum. 4-point game. Here's Monroe. Pelicans with the rebound. Evans has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. That's good from Fredette on the assist by Holiday.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. And for the Pelicans, they ended with a 19-11 record against the East. Good mark for a nice young team.
And a nice precedent, Kevin, for a team whose goal is to make the playoffs in the West, which we know how difficult that is. You have to get about 20 out-of-conference wins to be able to be in one of those 8 playoff spots in the Western Conference.
Josh Smith signed by the Pistons last year to that big 4-year, $54 million contract. You know, the fit was problematic, particularly on the front line, trying to play next to Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe. I think it's important for Smith to have shooting around him. Otherwise, teams just sag off and they take away his driving lanes.
Now, here is Fredette.
I feel badly for Josh Smith. It's hard to feel sorry for a guy when he's making as much as he is and he's as talented as he is. But he's been playing at the small forward, and that sometimes exposes his deficiencies as a player because he tends to rely too much on the perimeter shot. Last season was his worst in terms of scoring efficiency.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Bynum dishes to Meeks. Anderson against Smith. And he converts the layup. Smith's got 6. And between the signings of Josh Smith and Brandon Jennings, both struggling to score reliably last season, Steve, the Pistons really struggled.
Well, we saw a change in the front office as well, Kevin. But, you know, for Josh Smith to be successful, I think he needs to stay inside. That fit didn't work last year. Too many interior players. And Smith with Monroe and Drummond just never really worked out.
Here's Bynum. After Drew Holiday's score. Bynum with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The drive by Monroe. The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Here's Smith. Here's Davis. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Quality free throw shooter a year ago, about 79%.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Meeks. No good. And we've reached the end of... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision with that pass.
Beautiful.
All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons, the big men Smith and Drummond. DJ Augustine out there with Jennings. And it's Singler in at the small forward.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue to work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Now, here is Smith. 6 to shoot. Back to Gordon. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. So we get... the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Augustine. And the Pelicans also making a change. Rivers checked in. Now here's Jennings. Smith with a screen on Rivers. Jennings drives in. Steps back and fires. The shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
No doubt the Atlanta fans want to see the Hawks take that game.
Tyreek Evans is checked in for Smith. Pistons trail by 9. Outside Jennings. He kicks it to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Rivers kicks to Ashik. On the wing, Evans. Outside, Gordon. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Evans. From 13, that's good on the jump shot. Evans has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here is Jennings. Smith right side. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Josh Smith, one of the league's most versatile defenders, is very strong and athletic. He can guard either 3s or 4s, which gives your defense a lot of options.
Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Detroit. And New Orleans also making a change. Drew Holiday is checked in for Austin Rivers. Now here's Gordon. Back to Holiday. Anderson a screen on Jennings. Evans attacking. Detroit with the rebound. Jennings with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Jennings against Holiday. Here's Smith. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one's on Evans. And Smith, a terrific shot block. His great athleticism making an impact every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, just a guy that I think does a really good job filling up the stat sheet. I mean, steals, assists, and he'll give you some highlight reel, too.
Yeah. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, that's a shocking miss. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor, and the defense was nowhere to be found.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Hasek. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Pelicans lead by 5. Outside Jennings. Screen by Smith. Jennings with the ball. Evans picks him up. Outside Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Dishes to Holiday. Back to Gordon. Kicks it to Evans. Drummond with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Jennings has got it. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Monroe. No good off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 5. Evans kicks to Holiday. Anderson a screen on Jennings. And that's Evans penetrating. And he gets it to go.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 7. There's 1:26 left here in the fourth quarter. New Orleans making a switch here. Davis has checked in. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
Here's Holiday after the basket by Detroit. And it's Evans in the corner. Down low. From 10 feet out. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jennings passes to Smith. Smith right side. Oh!
Are you kidding me? Power punch right there. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Jennings against Holiday. Jennings dishes to Caldwell Pope. Feeds it to Monroe. Outside Jennings. Wide open look. Connects. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 4. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Monroe sets a screen for Jennings. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Nice physicality displayed by Monroe to set that shot up.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out.